Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It's a gain of 7.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Kinlaw on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down, Packers.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Being chased. Now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete.
Jalen Reagor, 87 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Garoppolo now. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Pettis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll fire it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown, Jalen Reagor. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14. 49ers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds play in the first half.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. Double dog. That's the way. 24 is the mic. Check. 24 is the mic.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Bourne. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Pettis on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
65.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
For Green Bay.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Packers 21, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Once again, it's Mostert. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record tying 4 touchdown runs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
13. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Down to lose one.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I got this. 3 down. Hey, alert. 21. You got that.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Switch. Under 10.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Complete.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
11.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Green Bay.
Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Against Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's taken down at the
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This ball complete to Rager. He's at the 40. the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And it's up and good.
The score, Packers 28, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
6 man. Check curls.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Complete.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going up top and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st and 10.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And a across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And he's got it up and through.
It's the score, Packers 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Rodgers throwing here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Jalen Reagor, 48 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
13.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup. It'll lead to a 3rd down.
To George Kittle. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
24 is the mic.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
42.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's second down. 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.